Alright, we are on the play with some Rug Delver here. First match of the league, we're going to keep this hand, of course. It looks pretty dang good. No interaction besides stubborn denial, but is that really a concern? I mean, it might be. Our opponent mulled to 6 so far, and that very well may be a concern. However, we're going to get a basic island off of this Misty Rainforest. Use a Serum Vision, see what we can get. Still don't like the library window. Well, more threats aren't exactly what we need. Let's bottom both of these. Delver does have synergy with the Bauble in our hand, but I think we're just going to use the Bauble to find our interaction. I mean, if we're playing against an aggro deck, we could be in some serious trouble. Hallowed Fountain means probably not aggro. Aether Vial means probably yes aggro. Let's just go to the end step, look at their top cards, see if we can get some information. Mayor of Avabruck, we're playing against humans, guys. Now isn't that exciting? I did absolutely want to come across humans sooner or later. Traverse is something we're going to want to cast before playing Mandrills. Fortunately, Goyf is another thing we want to cast before playing Mandrills. Going up against what is pretty aggressive, I think we're going to want to be getting a basic forest off of that foothills, but I'm not sure yet. For now, I'm just going to shock, play Tarmogoyf. Go to the opponent. Stubborn Denial is going to be very bad. We've seen Mayor of Avabruck. That window is far larger than it has any business being. We've seen Mayor of Avabruck, Hallowed Fountain, and Aether Vial. Hallowed Fountain, Mayor, now Windswept Heath, those are in all humans decks. Aether Vial usually is not in the same deck as Coco. The new Aether Vial lists, oh, okay. They're probably not new, I'm probably just not well acquainted with humans as an archetype. The Aether Vial lists that we're seeing recently don't play Company, and they also don't play Path to Exile. They play as many creature spells as possible, which is basically everything but Vial, even in the sideboard. Thalia is fine here. Aether Vial in a 1-drop Hierarch. That makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. Land, not great. Does mean we can pretty safely get a basic forest here. Although I wouldn't hate for Lightning Bolt, Snap Lightning Bolt to be good. I kind of want to get aggressive here because in my limited testing against these decks, we don't want to give them a lot of time. They have a Mayor of Avabruck in hand. That is going to help them clock. I kind of want to use Thought Scour, but if I do, that means we're not casting any Lightning Bolts, but at the same time, that doesn't really matter. So I believe we're going to get a basic forest here. I want to fill up the graveyard as much as I can so that Mandrills does not infringe on Tarmogoyf's rights. This is going to cost us 2. We found a Delver of Secrets. I still think I want to be playing the Mandrills. Bolt in the bin, that's kind of nice. Goyf's a 4/5. I like that. We want to pressure their life total so they don't have just a bunch of time to get a bunch of humans together. We're only going to be able to leave 2 card types in the bin here. Probably going to be Sorcery Artifact. The opponent already has land, and we play a lot of instants. So we're going to make Snapcaster Mage less than good. But on the flip side, Goyf's going to be perfectly adequate. Against this deck, we don't really care for Traverse, so I don't mind making that hot garbage. I suppose there's an argument that because we have the Traverse, we can delve away the Serum Visions and leave something like a Lightning Bolt. Then next turn, we play the Traverse, find nothing, and just grow Tarmogoyf. I don't like that. I think I would rather just rely on having an instant at some point than spending 2 mana to put a sorcery in the graveyard. That doesn't seem very good. Kitesail Freebooter going to take one of our not great cards. That's really quite fun. Traverse, sure. It's better than Stubborn Denial. This is going to be a Mayor of Avabruck. We can get rid of that window. And now with Exalted, Thalia is going to be able to first strike in for 4. Which means we're not going to be blocking it with Mandrills. That's perfectly fine. I'd rather take 4 than give up Mandrills. Okay, second Traverse. We play the island that they know about. We're also going to end up playing the Delver of Secrets that we know about. If we swing with Goyf, they can triple block it, but that seems disastrous for them. Yeah, that seems really quite bad. They know about Delver, so we could play it before combat, but it also doesn't matter. They have no mana, no Vial up. We may as well think combat through. Goyf's going to be a 3-4. Mandrills is a 4-4. They have 4 power available, so they can trade basically their entire board for a fatty. We've got 7 power here. I think I like attacking with everything. On the crackback, I'm assuming they're not just using Exalted. They'll probably be getting in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6. They'll want to crack in for. They probably need a good bit of power to have a lethal crackback, so I do like swinging with both fatties here. Make them have it. There's no way they're getting this freebooter to be big enough to just fly over our board, so we're going to head into combat. Swing with the team. I doubt they block anything. Now, they might just have Thalia's Lieutenant, second Mayor of Avabruck, but, I mean, if they have Thalia's Lieutenant, second Mayor of Avabruck, I don't think we win this game. So I quite honestly don't care. We're just going to put them to 4 and cast a Delver of Secrets. Now, we could cast Traverse the Ulvenwald in case we draw another Hooting Mandrills. It's extremely unlikely that Stubborn Denial is at all live. So technically casting Traverse the Ulvenwald here just to get rid of it could be decent. I'm not sure. If I believe they have literally 0 non-creatures, that is correct. I don't think I'm comfortable with how well I know humans as an archetype to say that there's a 0% chance that they have a path or anything like that. I'd rather go for the safer line, I think. The opponent is at 4, and we're going to see what they have. Quite exciting. They might just make their board massive and run us over. They might not. I like Delver a lot here. They don't have a lot of ways to block it. Delver is so good at pressuring people if they can't find their removal, and this deck basically just doesn't play removal. They could have... No, that's on 2. Meddling Mage, not that scary. I'd name Bolt. In my experience, they do name Bolt, but I have very little experience. I'm most afraid of Reflector Mage, which they can cast with the Hierarch. Name's Bolt. Oh, they scooped. Fantastic. Well, they added a sample size of 1 to... They scooped the match? They scooped the match. They conceded from the game, but it says we win the match. There's no sideboarding thing here. It's just return to details, which is this. We won match 1. 1-0. Alright, well, they scooped. Maybe they had to go or something. Maybe they just wanted to get out. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. We learned a little bit about playing against humans, and we won, which is nice. So I'm going to call that a win. I remembered the sign-off the morning after I recorded those 2 blunders from our last league. So Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bam! Did it. 10 out of 10.